Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the review. Today we're going to talk about the Lightning Collection MMPR Tenga Warrior. Been trying to get my hands on a couple of these guys for a minute, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So I got a few minutes, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit down and review just the one. Make them look cool, right? No harm in that. It's pretty cool because I really like the idea of this army builder. Tenga Warrior is dope, and the Hasbro team that is working on Power Rangers put a lot of effort into Tenga Warrior that I got to give them credit for. Honestly, it's really effing impressive. I was about to curse because I'm really that impressed with how Tenga Warrior came out, and it's cool because Tenga Warrior is also the first non-Sentai counterpart that we get army building like the Mook, the Stooge. It's also the first one that actually speaks as well. And it's cool because I believe the first time we see them is in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, and this is a redesign of that movie design for the TV show, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's talk about this guy because I'm honestly very impressed by the amount of sculpt and engineer that actually went into this dude. If we get a nice little side profile here, we see that this sculpt actually looks really fantastic here. I really do like the way that this guy came out. I think it's really dope. We have a nice swapping of paint apps, which has a nice semi-gloss, almost metallic-like sheen. As you can see, I have them nicely hunched over here, getting a nice bit of articulation going on. We have our little neck collar piece for our fur. We have a nice bit of articulation as well, too. Let me see if I can get some more light on this. There we go. So, let's talk about our look up front. I really like this head sculpt design. I think it's really, really good. Even down to the eye design, right? And our beak actually does open, which is pretty cool. We can lift our head slightly up, considering what's going on. We can go slightly down. We can actually tilt a little to the side as well, too. So we can do that confused look on their faces as well. I really like that. And we can still go left and right by turning left and right. We actually get all the way to the side. We can actually go all the way around as well too. As far as our arm articulation goes, we actually have these here. They don't hinder the articulation in any form, even with our single joint here. I knocked that out. That's on me, y'all. Can't front. That one's on me. But normally it does not hinder the articulation. And I folded it in the wrong way. Let's fold that back in because I want to show you how to line up those tabs. So we can hit our T-pose, which is pretty cool. That means you can technically get into a flight stand. As far as looking up for it, I don't think they can. But looking down is probably mostly what they're going to do anyway. So here's our flight stand, even without the wings extended for that part swap. We have a bicep swivel, as you can see here. We are single jointed, so that's as far as you get with the 90 degrees. We have a horizontal peg for our clawed hands. Over here, we have a really nice butterfly joint. That's why you saw that nice posing in the beginning. Here's our butterfly joint working its way. Going backwards is actually really nice as well too. Look at it giving that work. We have a nice torso articulation on his diaphragm joint. So he could hula hoop like with himself. Go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs if you want. We also have a nice midsection ab crunch here, giving you a nice little rocker that you'll hear a little clicking sound. Hi, Riley. As you heard Riley, guys. Our leg can go up. This is about as far as you'll naturally get, but you can move away from that armor / peg joint in the crotch to get a little bit more room going outward. We do have a nice little invisible thigh swivel. I said crunch. That was that crunching sound you heard of me breaking that paint app sticking together. So it's nice and invisible there. Barely visible, I should say. And we have a nice double joint here. We have an excellent movement of ankle rocker, almost in every which way. So literally we can get a nice range of articulation, even with our single joint in the arms for this guy. Like, I really like how this came out. This is utterly fantastic. The sculpt, the paint, the look, everything about this is just so nice. Now, you don't get much accessories, but the look, the feel, the heft of it, everything about it is just utterly fantastic. As you can see here, nice little pose up. Now, as far as accessories go, right, you don't get much, but you get just enough, in my opinion. Oops, excuse me. You are going to get a nesting egg. Our nesting egg is for how they hatch, right? You put them down. I believe it was, who the hell was it? Crap. It wasn't Rito Repulso, the son of Rita Repulsa, right? He put them down in the dirt, and they come up and they hatch out. I don't know how long they had to stay there, but this is on the moon. He put them in the dirt, and they came out, right? So you'll get this. You'll have a nice clear lightning effect, which is pretty dope. Obviously, you can use your lightning collection effects on a bunch of different things, so this is a really excellent effect that you may want to use for a bunch of different things. And you'll get part swapping wings. As you can see, our feathers are in right now, but you can pop these out like you see on Falcon for Marvel Legends, and pop in the flight feathers, though they extend out further, or you can leave them in to just look gigantic and big at all times if you want to just do that intimidating technique that birds do. And as you can see here, it adds a little bit more fun and definition to it to look a little bit more spooky and scary. It definitely has some nice horror vibes to it as well too. Even when we rotate these in and look really cool. Like, look at this guy. Like this out fucking standing. I know it just doesn't seem that way, but I love how this looks. I think that this is A++ effort put in by the Hasbro team. But again, this is just my opinion. Last but not least, you will get some closed fists. So that way, even if you don't want to do some wing slashes or some clawed attacks, you can actually punch someone in the face with this guy. It's pretty cool. I really want to get my hands on a few more of them. Hopefully I can get some in a trade. So if anybody has some that they want to trade, yo, holla at me, email me through the website. I'm looking for a few. I like army building, but you already knew that. Without further ado, let us jump into size comparisons, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Now we're on to size comparison, so let's get to it. First things first, let's compare to some Lightning Collection, right? Here we are with Lightning Collection White Ranger. Here we are with Lightning Collection Yellow Ranger. You want to do some MMPR, make sure you do something that's familiar to the people, right? And look, he looks really good. Slightly hunched over. He is still bigger, more intimidating, bigger mold than these characters, and it just looks so good together. I'm really, really feeling this. So let's take these two away. Now we're going to compare to a Mighty Morphin Putty. Because, us goons got to stay together. Hench for life. Especially if you're a Venture Brothers fan. You got to hench for life. Here's a Marvel Legends Bullseye. So we can see our comparison. Bullseye looks pretty good. He's leaning over slightly, but he still scales really well with Tenga Warrior. That means you can use Tenga Warrior in universe with whatever you want amongst the Hasbro stuff. Looks like it fits pretty well with that. Next up, just for fun, here is a Mafex Spider-Man. A Miles Morales Spider-Man with a hoodie. Looking pretty cool. Ooh, come on, buddy. There we go. Then we're going to compare to a much bigger Lightning Collection. Here we are with King Sphinx. He can't stand right now. But yeah. So as far as amongst like the normal builders or a normal figure, he stands really well amongst most other lines. And as a goon, he stands under the main monster of the week looking really, really good. Next up, let's do a G.I. Joe Major Blood. Major Blood is in the house. With Major Blood looking pretty good, pretty solid so far. Next up, we'll do a Mezco Gomez. Looks like he's working out pretty well with Mezco Gomez as well too. Next up, we'll do an Articulated Icons Ninja. In case you want to do ninjas versus giant bird warriors. They are Tenga warriors, so I think that's a really nice connection that you can have there. Let's move Gomez out of the way. Now, let's use a SH Figure Arts Kamen Rider Kuga. Now, if you collect Kamen Rider, I think Tenga Warrior is a really good selection to have, as they're bigger and more intimidating, and looks like they'll work really well with Kamen Rider stuff. So, last but not least, not even last, let's use a Mythic Legions Warrior. So here we are with the Black Barbarian, looking really good. Then we'll also do a Storm Collectibles. So let's do Cyrex. I wanted to redo some photos with him, so I have him out to remind me I got to get up on that at some point. So while under Storm Collectibles and a little bit under Mythic Legions, I think overall what we got going on with him is extremely nice. I really do love this piece. Hoping to get more because It's solid. Paint apps are awesome. Has great articulation. Has heft. Something about it just feels right in every which way. And I want everybody to try one out. I really do. But if you don't, that's totally fine. Especially if you have zero interest in it. You should get the things that really interest you, that you would like. But me, I'm definitely all in for this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it informative. I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, wherever you're watching in the world. And as always, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.